now it's time to attach the strap. So I take the body of my apron, and there's two sides. There's a right and a wrong side. This is the wrong side where I can see the fold. This is the pretty side. So I'm going to call this the right side or the pretty side. The other side is the ugly side or the wrong side. Okay, so I'm going to lay out my apron. It looks nice. I have my 3 straps. So I have the one end that's folded, and then I have the other end that's not folded. Okay, so that end that's not folded is what's going to be attached to the apron. So that's going to go right there in the corner. And now I want to put it on the wrong side. So I'm going to attach it to the ugly side. So I'm going to flip it back so it's on the ugly side. And I'm going to place it with a pin right where I want it to be. So I want it to be nice and square with the top. I want it to look really nice. Don't overlap it too much, just a little bit. Okay, so it's about right there. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Again, make sure you're putting it in the right place. So the side that's not folded is getting attached. It's in the top of that corner, right where that curve starts. It's not going to do you any good to be at the bottom. So make sure it's in that right spot. Now I'm going to attach this first part of the neck, similar way. It's going to be pointing up. Okay, so it looks like that. So you notice I have this side these two are pointing out to the side, and then this one's pointing up. Now I'm going to try my apron on. Okay, so I take my apron, I'm going to wrap the strap around my neck, and I'm going to place that where I'd like it to be. Okay, now you need to be careful that you don't do it too much that you can't get your head out of it. Okay, so see if that's good, that you don't want that. That's a problem. Make sure it's low enough that you can get your head out, but it's in the right spot so it covers your chest. Okay, so that's a good place for me. And I'm now going to take that off, and I'm going to pin that in place. So I grab a pin, and I'm going to put a pin right there so that it doesn't move, and I know where I need to sew it. Okay, so here I go, putting my pin in place. And that looks nice. I try it on just one more time, make sure I like it. Okay, so I got all, well, you can try it on if you want. So it looks really nice and pretty. Okay, hate the thread, no thread. Okay, oh there, I do try it on. There you go. So looks nice. I like where it's sitting. I'm ready to go. Okay, we don't sew over pins, so make sure you don't do that. I'm going to place my strap under my machine, take the pin out. I'm going to sew a square. So sew down, pivot, and then I'm going to come across, pivot, sew up again, pivot. So it's a lot of pivoting, okay? That's why we practice that. I'm coming down, again, coming over, boom, just like that. And you're going to be doing this on all 4 places that the apron is attached. Okay, so the 2 sides and then the 2 necks parts. I'm going to overlap my stitches, so I can overlap them instead of doing a back stitch. If they don't quite overlap, make sure that you back stitch. Okay, and then trim all your threads. It's really easy to get lots of threads, so make sure you trim them so that you don't have any issues with that. Okay, and that's going to be nice and secure. So I'm going to show you just super, super fast. I go through all of the sides the same exact way, just sewing it nice and securely. It needs to be a square, okay? So even on this long one, so notice this is the other neck piece. Okay, I trim my threads. And then I have this like long tail. I'm going to trim off the extra bit of that fabric, the little strap. Okay, so I just trim that. It looks like that. Okay. And then I do my very last square, and then we're done. Okay, so that is one of your last steps. You're getting close to the end.